Okay, well, Wild opened in 1983, April the 16th, 1983, and it came about by a desire for my ex-partner and myself to go into business and have a clothes shop. I worked in mechanical engineering for many years. I was a design draftsman for a conveyor company, but my real interest was clothing, fashion clothing, and I'd always been a customer of Paul Smith ever since I started an interest in clothing. And I would go in there and buy overpriced clothes. And eventually I got round to asking Paul if I could work for him as a Saturday boy. This is around about the mid-70s. When I joined Paul Smith, there were 3 employees in the entire business. My ex-partner and myself struck up a friendship and decided over a period of time that, we'd like to go into business together doing something slightly different to what Paul Smith did. We travelled around the country and we went to London a lot to see what was going on down there. And what they had going on down there that they didn't have here was this American second-hand clothing phenomena. There were shops like Flip and American Classics selling 50s American clothing, and nobody was doing it in Nottingham. So we thought, well, if we take this to Nottingham, we might be able to do something with it. Around about 1982, we seriously started looking for premises, found this shop that we've got now in January 1983. It took us from January to April to do it, and we did everything ourselves to keep costs down, painted it, fitted it out, everything. Found suppliers and started buying stock in preparation for opening, and opened on the 16th of April 1983.
What was the history of the shop? What was it before?
It was a sewing machine and lawnmower shop, believe it or not. The two things, I don't know where the correlation between lawnmowers and sewing machines is, but one side sold sewing machines, the other side sold lawnmowers. Obviously the sewing machines would have come about by the fact that we're in the lace market, and there were plenty of customers for industrial sewing machines. But no, it was an interesting shop to work on because it was one of those shops that had just never had any money spent on it. It was just derelict, to say the least. And we didn't do a lot to it. We set up the whole business, including stock, for £3,000.